Surah Al-Asr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts the surah with an oath as he swears by Asr wal Asri. He swears by the time. And why has he chosen Al-Asr? Let's first understand the word Asr. Asr comes from Asra in Arabic, that means to squeeze something and gets its juice drop by drop. We also call it Al-Asr prayer. And in Al-Asr time, what happens is that the sun starts getting red after it was very intense in its beginning in the morning. Then it starts to fade away and it's being squeezed into the ground, and the time of Asr is very limited because the light of the sun starts changing into red and it goes away fast and it disappears before you notice. That's why Allah swears by Asr, as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, I swear by the time that you don't feel and you won't feel. Time will be taken away from you and you won't feel it. It will take your young days and you won't feel it. It will pass like very quickly and you can't hold it again. وَالْعَصْرِ إِنَّ الْإِنسَانَ لَفِي خُسْرٍ. Human being, each and every human being is surely in loss. And here he started with the noun form to affirm. And it's khusr and not al-khusr, to remind us that the human being will be in many kinds of loss, not only one type of loss, but it includes all the losses. And lafi khusr is also affirmation, as if to say that human being is like drowning in loss. So what is the definition of khusr in Quran? Let's go back to the verse in Surah Al-Kahf. قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا. Should we inform those who are the most losers, those whose efforts have been wasted away and they assumed that they did a good work, like those who have wasted their whole life in world material things and they forgot to do good deeds with Allah for the afterlife. So we can say that the meaning of khusr or loss in Quran is those who are getting distracted with world things and keep missing out good opportunities that is coming across them in their time, and time keeps passing away and they don't feel it. And by the way, there is a rhythm in here, Asr, Khusr, to show that by time you lose, you don't lose all at one time. As long as time passes and you don't feel it, you start losing bit by bit. Same as the dripping of the juice, same as the disappearance of the sun during the sunset time. But there is an exception in here. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started with the main rule, which is the majority. Inna al-insana lafi khusr. Like everybody is in loss, everybody is in trouble, except for some, except for minority. Who? إِلَّا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمَلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. And here he mentioned 4 sequenced types of actions. The first 2, آمَنوا وَعَمَلُوا الصالحات, those who have faith and did good deeds. Faith means those who believe in the existence of Allah by both heart and mind. Good deeds, you do things that create good for you and good around you as well. And the good deeds is always the manifestation of faith. When you have faith, you start doing good deeds as a normal result. Now, let's talk about the second part. And here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala switches from the individual deeds, which is between you and Allah, to the group interaction deeds, like your deeds with people around. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالْحَقِّ وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. Those who counsel one another, like you're telling each other the truth, justice, the true thing that should be done. And the form of the word tawasaw to show that it's a mutual process for you and for me. And this means that we're both in need of advice, both the giver and the receiver. Like as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ advised, أُوصِيكُمْ وَنَفْسِي بِتَقْوَى اللَّهِ. I counsel you and myself to the fear of Allah. We should include ourselves when we give advice to show softness, love and support, and not to give a harsh language of doing something by saying you have to do this because this is haram. This is not the way. We need to counsel each other. وَتَوَاصَوْا بِالصَّبْرِ. And after they say the truth, even if somebody didn't like it, you need to be patient and you need to encourage each other to be patient. I'll give you an example. When a woman who's being hit or oppressed by her family or her husband and she comes to you and then you know the truth that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't accept this, He doesn't like this, you need to tell her the truth first, that this is not good. You need to start with saying the truth, al-haq, and then ask her to be patient. So we need to follow this sequence and we need to have the 4 conditions if we want to be winners in both this life and the afterlife as well.